hate when I do that. Turn it on, it turns right back off. Good morning. It's 6. I wasn't even out of breath before I turned this on. Now I'm out of breath. You guys wear me out. It's 6:23. I haven't got Gwen up yet. I'm gonna probably get her up in about 20 minutes, 6:45-ish. Yeah, it's early. It's like the earliest I've gotten up in a while. I got up at I woke up at 6, or really a couple minutes before my alarm went off, but Brett's in bed, so I'm not sure if he just hasn't gotten up yet, because I'm not usually up this early, or if he's not going to work today. But he's not feeling good, or at least yesterday wasn't feeling great, so hopefully he isn't too sick and he heals up pretty fast. But he wasn't feeling very good last night when I got home, so I don't know. But I'm gonna get up Gwen at 6:45, probably head out at like 7:15, and I might stop and get something. But I have creamer now, so before I leave here, I'm going to make me some coffee with this yummy Snickers creamer that sounds really good. Well, I've had it before, just not in a while. Anyway, I'm talking too long. I will see you guys probably before I go in to Gwen's appointment. So I don't know how well you can see me, but we got here pretty much right when I wanted to. It's 8:30. And it said that the first floor was full, but I got somebody backing out in front of me. What are you talking about? Light. Do you see the light? So it's about 8:30. We have to be where we need to be by 9. So we're probably going to go ahead and head in and make sure we get there, because I don't know exactly where I'm going, but I do have some instructions. So we're going to head inside, and like I said, I probably won't vlog while I'm in there, but I will try to remember to update you before we... If nothing else, I will when we stop to eat, but when we get out to the car, I'll try to update you. But yeah, it might not be till we stop to eat, because it might be brighter outside of the garage, but here we go. So I wanted to finish this, but I just remembered that I'm gonna need to put it, I don't know, this might be another video that's just up late. Anyway, hi. So as you can probably see, I'm at my house. Sorry, I laughed a little bit and then I got. Also, I'm wearing a tank top, and it's really hot in my house. You're just gonna have to deal with that. I'll leave my hair kind of in the way so it's not super inappropriate, but it's hot. So there's that. So I'm just gonna tell you, because I was gonna tell you while I was eating, or like after I ate, before I left the parking lot of McDonald's, and then I forgot. And then I just kept putting it off. So here I am. But I will tell you how exactly, how everything went. So last I talked to you, I was in my car getting ready to go in. And Gwen hadn't eaten since like supper ice cream technically, around 7 or something last night at my parents' house. She had some water this morning, but hadn't eaten. I knew she'd be kind of grumpy. And she actually did pretty well for her. Well, she did pretty well compared to what I thought she would do. So we went inside. I took her in the stroller. I'm so glad I had that. But I took her in the stroller, and we went to the front desk, got her stickers, and they told me when I went to the front, is it called a front desk or reception desk, whatever, when you first walk in. There's something else I'm missing. Oh, well, first I went, no, that wasn't it. I don't know. Anyway, so I went to the desk when you first walk into the building, and I had to park in a different garage, and it's a different building or a different part of the building for Nationwide. But anyway, I went in, and then I usually go. But I went in, Gwen got a sticker, I got a sticker, and the lady told me that my sticker will get me unlimited, I don't know if she said unlimited, but pretty much unlimited, I think she used a different word, but I can't think of the word, unlimited drinks in the cafeteria. And I was like, oh, that's nice. I like double checked with her. I was like unlimited drinks? And she's like, yeah. And I was like, okay, cool. They gave me a mask. They gave me a mask to give to Gwen, which I just put in my pocket because it's like, she never wears a mask. I'm not going to try now unless somebody like really pushes it, but she's the only person that even said anything about Gwen wearing a mask. So I put the mask in my pocket. It was a kid's mask, and nobody else said anything about it the rest of the time I was there. But she kind of told me where to go, so I tried to follow that. And I walked past the elevators I was supposed to go to. I was supposed to go like the C elevators, and I walked to the T, but they were the first ones I saw, so I was like, oh, I guess this is it, but that's just T. I think they told me C, but I tried it anyway. I was supposed to go to the second floor, and that one wouldn't let me go to the second floor, so I was like, okay, yeah, this obviously isn't it. So I went back down, walked, like retraced my steps, and saw the C elevators. I just didn't see them because they were like, when I was walking back, I like saw them. I was facing them. When I was walking originally, they were like over here, so I couldn't see them. But I was facing them walking back. So anyway, I got up there. I checked in. It didn't take too long after I checked in and stuff up there that they took us back to this little room to kind of get things situated. That's the room that she ended up getting changed in. They had a bed in there. I actually had to change her diaper when we first went in there because I'm pretty sure she pooped like right before we left the house. But I didn't realize she had pooped, so I was like putting her in the car, and I'm like, well, at this point, I'll just have to wait till we get there. But anyway, I changed her. I ended up changing her clothes there because they gave me like clothes and stuff for her to change into. I signed a couple papers, one for anesthesia and one just like kind of asking about different things, like pretty much a bunch of different questions asking if she had metal in or on her body. The only thing she had to end up taking off was her SMOs on her feet, her feet braces, ankle brace things. And I didn't end up putting those back on her, but like afterwards. Because anyway, so we were supposed to be, so we did all that stuff in that little room thing that we were in. It was just like me and Gwen, and there was like a TV, but we were supposed to be there at 9, and we got there, I mean, I got to the parking garage at 8:30, we went inside. I don't know what time we got up there exactly, but we probably got into the room before 9, maybe not, I don't know. It wasn't very long, into that room that I was just talking about. But we were in, like, she was supposed to start her thing at 11. And it was almost noon. It was like 10 till noon, 10 till 12, when they finally, like, came to get us for them to take Gwen back and me to go to, like, the waiting room for the procedure waiting room or whatever. So I was very frustrated because, like, during that time, yeah, a couple people came in on and off to like have me sign stuff or for different things, but it was like maybe like a couple, like maybe like 4 times that happened in a span of like 3 hours that we were there. And it's just like, it's a very long time to wait when your phone is half dead, because I was on my phone for a little bit, but then it was like playing on my phone, but then it was like half dead, and I wanted to make sure I had it like the next couple hours, and then to be able to have it the way home and not die, because I didn't know how to get home without a GPS. And so I stopped getting on my phone. They had like I'm showing where you can't even see, but I had like in front of us a TV, and they turned it to like Disney Junior or something, which is cute. I appreciate that. But Gwen isn't really interested in kids' shows. She likes Miss Rachel on YouTube, if you don't know what that is. You could look that up. But she doesn't really care for kids' shows. Even like Disney movies, she's not really into them. Except for like the music parts that she'll pay attention to. And she did that with some of the stuff on Disney Junior. But she didn't really care to watch the shows. And so I was watching the show more than her because I didn't want to use my phone. And I was like tired and bored. So I was kind of watching the show, but she was getting frustrated and she was fussy, she was hungry, she was tired of like sitting on my lap. She didn't really want to be on the bed thing they had, which like they weren't making her be on there at the time. But like I tried maybe like sitting around there. She didn't want to sit there. There was a couple other chairs. I sat her in one of the other chairs. She didn't want that. She went on the floor, which I didn't really like her crawling around the floor because it's like a hard floor and stuff. And I was like, well, maybe this will make her happy. But then she tried crawling under the bed thing and bumped her head, and it was just crazy. And she had her stuffed duck and her bunny, but 3 hours is a long time for a little girl to have to, for a 3-year-old, especially in Gwen's situation, to have to wait. Like, she shouldn't have had to wait. I don't know why they had us go so early if we were just gonna have to wait and then wait an extra hour. It was very annoying. So anyway, they finally came and got us. A couple people that I hadn't even seen yet at that point. I put Gwen on the bed thing and her stuffed animals, the bunny and the duck, and they wheeled her out, and she was doing fine. She was giggling. She was loving like the ride on the bed. And then we went by the waiting room, and they pointed me out, and I went in there, and they kind of gave me the spiel of like I could go down and get food if I wanted, and you were welcome to bring like the food up and eat it in there, but also they had like coffee and tea like in this back room in the waiting room, and they had a vending machine if I wanted to get food, which I figured I didn't want to have to. Well, I was planning on getting lunch with Gwen, so I didn't want to go down and get food downstairs, and I didn't really want to drink caffeine, so I decided against the coffee or tea and didn't want to spend money on a vending machine, so I just kind of went and sat down. They had a thing, like a TV up. Well, they had like regular TV that had like news and like weather and stuff playing, but there was also another TV, like, and TV's kind of scattered throughout because there's a big waiting room, that had like kind of like lines of like saying each like the kid's first name and like the first 3 letters or whatever their last name, and like where color coded and like written or like typed what part of the procedure they were at. So like if they were post-op or if they were like pre-op, if they were in the procedure, if they were in recovery, if they were post-op or whatever. So that was really cool. You kind of watch that, and then eventually they would come get you when they were in recovery. So I charged my phone during part of the time there because they had like a free charging station thing there. A lot of people that came in, like they asked everybody like, oh, have you been here before? And a lot of people were like, oh yeah, I've been here plenty of times. And I felt bad because like it's a kid's hospital, and to know that a lot of people have to be in there several times for procedures for their kids, I feel bad. Because Gwen wasn't even getting like an operation. She was just getting an MRI. But anyway, I waited there probably about an hour. They told me it was like an hour and a half, I think, but, well, hour to hour and a half, but it was around an hour. And the guy came and got me, and took me to a room, and then they eventually like a few minutes later, brought Gwen to the room. She was very fussy. I'm probably making this too long. She was very fussy. I held her, they gave her some juice, they gave her the cup that they put the juice in, like she got to take it home. They got her IV and stuff out. Her IV was in her foot, and I put her clothes back on. I didn't put her SMOs on because with the IV being in her foot and having her band-aid their stuff there, I didn't want to like have more extra stuff to aggravate her foot. But I put socks on her and shoes because it's kind of cold outside, and then once I got her dressed and stuff, the lady came back and kind of took me to where I needed to, like, where to go back, and I made it back to the car, and then we went to McDonald's and got food, and she was pretty fussy. I don't know if they said that, but waking up, like, when they brought her to me, she was pretty fussy pretty much until we got to McDonald's and she started eating. And then she was good. She ate, I think, all her fries and a couple bites of one of the 4 nuggets. Neither her or Annika eat chicken very well, but I didn't want to give her a whole hamburger because she wouldn't eat that very well either. So she ate most of her fries, and she drank her chocolate milk that I got her, and she was in a pretty good mood after that. She kind of was sleepy the whole way home, but never fell asleep. But we went to my mom's house. We picked up Annie, and then I just like got Annie and left because I didn't want to like. Well, for one thing, I was tired of driving, so I just wanted to get home. But also, like with the weather, I didn't know how fast it was going to get bad, or how. I don't know if it started snowing yet, even now. But anyway, so I wanted to get home sooner rather than later. Came back and just kind of pretty much relaxed here. My parents said that Annie took a really good nap, but and I'm not saying they're lying. I'm sure that maybe she either did take a good nap, or she just was really fussy tonight, or they think she took a good nap but she didn't actually sleep. And whatever the case, she was very, very fussy. Like the smallest thing set her off. I don't know if it was because I left her yesterday there, and so it was like a separation thing, but like and it wasn't always because of this that she was crying, but like if I'd walk a few steps away from her to do something, she would be like bawling. So like even in the same room she could see me, so it was crazy. But Brett is sick. I don't know if I said that. He went and he started feeling sick yesterday, I think, but he went to urgent care today, and he's got the COVID again. He decided it like a month or two ago, but he's got it again. So he went to this. Well, he found out that he went and got tested. Like he went to the urgent care and stuff to see what was going on, and then while he was waiting on his test, he got some fruit and stuff and came back here, got a bunch of stuff to help him feel better, and then ended up getting a message saying that he tested positive. So we have a good amount. We have a lot of fruit in our fridge, and he's got some good like some orange juice and some medicine and some tissues, and so and then he also got us some milk. So we should be good. The weather's supposed to be bad. I guess it's kind of convenient that the weather's going to be bad and we'd have to cancel a couple plans that we had anyway because of the weather. But now he's not going to be able to do anything over this weekend because he doesn't want to be around. Like he doesn't want to spread what he has. So there's that. So that happened. He's feeling like poop kind of, but I'm hoping it doesn't last as long as it did last time because he was just like miserable. But anyway, we're all home. The girls got to bed. They went to bed a little bit early. Tomorrow we don't really have any plans unless the weather isn't bad, and then I can go to this woman, well, not Woman of Hope, but this book study thing that I want to go to. But it's probably going to be canceled if the weather's bad. And then usually my cousin's daughter comes on Thursday. Tomorrow is Thursday. But she's not coming tomorrow because Brett has COVID. So we're just all going to hang out. Brett will be here. I think he goes back to work Tuesday. So he'll be here tomorrow and the next day and Monday. And, of course, the weekend. So that's what's going on here. And as far as the MRI results, if you're wondering, I haven't got this back. I don't know. They didn't tell me them today before I left, or messaged me since then. I don't know for sure when they're going to tell me. The lady I was talking to, as we were getting ready to leave, said that she would guess that they'd probably call me, but I could call like sometime next week and ask if they don't call by then. She was like, "Oh, are they supposed to call you?" And I was like, "I was actually going to ask you that question." Why would I know that? Anyway, she doesn't know what people have told me, but nobody told me anything as far as like when I would find out. But it's not a huge deal. It's just finding out more information, and it really doesn't matter to me because it's not going to like change anything. I don't think it's going to like help us know anything else to do that we're not already doing. So anyway, I'm going to finish my pop. I'm probably going to go to bed soon because I've been tired probably since I woke up. But I will see you guys in the next vlog. I hope you have a great, grand, wonderful, amazing, palafity day. Good night. Button.